All right, guys, what is going on? We are going to get started in just a minute. Once I can get the music volume right. All right, there we go. Yeah. What's good, everyone? It is Tuesday. Taco Tuesday, you know what I'm saying? Taco Tuesday. What are y'all up to? Besides not liking the stream? What are you guys doing that's more important? What are you doing that's more important? That's what I need to know. That's what I need to know. I'm curious today. Curious. Was good. Mason, Robin, Robert, Eberneth, Amin, Willow, Naruto, Leon, Tordy. Have you been here before? I feel like that name's fairly new. That or I have dementia now. I don't know. What's good? Monkey, Flacco, Convicted Capitalist, Big James, Eminem, Neb, Pop, Lewis. Who else is here? Did you guys watch the recording yesterday? Well, I posted 3. The recording I did with Troy, the 2 most recent Discord sessions that Libre did. I posted all 3 of those yesterday. Posted like 3 hours worth of content yesterday. What's good, Remy? What's good, Marshall? Did any of you watch the video that I did with Troy? We talked about what? We talked about targeting highs like this. We talked about 1, 2, 3 formations. Like, this is kind of it's a bit of a stretch in my opinion, but nonetheless, the ideas that I taught Sunday, panned out on Tuesday, and you love to see that, right? There was actually another set of highs up here too that did get met. But I gave, that stream. Some of you were there, and, this is straight out of the beginners playlist series. Looking for 1, 2, 3 formation lows and seeing if price can reach highs. And in that price run, that's where opportunities are. So if the euro was something that you were looking at today, now mind you, this is a range of about 20 pips or so, maybe like 25. So I mean, it ain't gonna be the biggest amount of pips, right? But that's not always what it's about. It's about percentage. It's about being on the right side of the market. So see how easy that is? You see how simple trading can be? Wait for the low to be set. Trade the retracements on the way to opposing levels of liquidity. That's it. It's that simple. There's a lot of content to catch up on. Was good, Sergio? Was a lot of content yesterday. Yeah, I know. I know, dog. I know. So, with indices today, honestly, I have no idea what these want to do. I feel like ES could trade lower. I feel like NQ wants to trade higher. Dow, whoever, who really knows what the fucking Dow ever wants to do. Every once in a while, I'll get it. I'll slap Dow around, but most of the time I would probably get slapped around, to be honest, when it comes to Dow. So again, if we bring it back to NQ for a minute, 22,320, some clean highs up here. I doubt that's going to get met today, just based on what we're seeing. Not a whole lot of strength today, a whole lot of weakness, but this is going to set us up for another time. What's good, Harmon? So remember, I keep telling you guys all the time, don't get rid of the price levels, right? That 320 level, that may not get met today or maybe tomorrow, but at some point later on down the road, this is going to become a target. Mason said bear flag. Yeah, I could see that. Now that you mention it. Not usually what my eyes go towards, but you would be correct in that assumption. Something like that. That's kind of a... There we go. Something like that. So I could definitely see it. I wouldn't short that. I wouldn't short it. I would short ES, but it does not look bearish at the moment. Was good, Felix. So let's back up for a second. Let's back up. Daily time frame. I don't know. All right. We did get out of the general consolidation the last few weeks, you know, between 6,020 up to like 6,100. We were stuck in that 80 point range for a while, right? For a few days, couple weeks. So we finally left that. We haven't taken January's high. We only took this high here today. Ugh. I don't know. That's hard to tell. NQ has not taken December's high, but the triple Qs have. So, you know. Was good, MJ. Was good, Nikki. So that can be a little nerve-wracking or confusing for some, right? It's like, oh, well, do we trust the ETFs or do we trust the future side? I mean, ideally, it's both, right? So it's hard to long at all-time highs. That's usually not what you want to do. But on the flip side, you don't want to short at all-time highs either, you know? So this is why we study precision elements. We study ideas that are very precise. Entry models, market maker models, you know, relative strength analysis, stuff like that to stack probabilities. But the triple Qs again are at or just came off all-time highs, excuse me. NQ has not done the same. So I am not entirely sure. All right, I'm not entirely sure. So intraday though, we'll take a look. All right, we'll take a look. So I swapped over to regular trading hours, so that way you understand what this purple box is. That would be Friday's close to today's open. See that? Friday's close here up to today's open here. And we have not left this range with any significance at all. So we traded below the gap. We ended up in a discount, obviously. I do believe there was a divergence down in here with ES and NQ. Yeah. So in the short term, ES did show strength based off of that low. We got a retracement. That's when I tweeted, ES seems interesting here, observing for now. Because I tweeted on the way lower, and I wanted to see what we would do to these lows here. Like I figured, okay, we might take the lows and then run it higher, in which we did. Like we did do that, and we've done nothing since then. We came all the way back into the range, low end of the gap. We traded back into this. I'll go over that, or I'll go over what that is. Okay, that is a 15-minute imbalance. 15-minute imbalance right here. So that 15-minute imbalance is at the high end of the gap, basically. Does that make sense? So we're blending regular trading hours gap and electronic trading hours imbalance here. And so price, again, based on a 15-minute time frame, it has not been able to leave the premium end of the gap. It has not been able to trade past this 15-minute imbalance. This is 3 times now. All right, 3 times now we have not been able to do that. So based on what we're looking at, strong, large down candles, up candles, not so much. So currently, this is pretty weak. So it's hard to say, all right, like what the next move is. If it was up to me, if I had to press a button, I'd go long. To be fair, I would go long. Despite those 2 lows and the ones from over here, I would still elect to go long instead of short. NQ, electronic hours. You guys with me so far? Drop a 1 in the chat. If you guys are, you know, I'm always hyped up on energy, so sometimes I might go too fast. It's just sometimes I can do this all day. So, all right. With NQ, right, same 15-minute time frame, same clean highs up here. We had traded lower and below Monday's lows, right? So we met a pretty big pool of liquidity, and that's why I was again tweeting about ES and potentially, or what did I say was interesting or whatever. So we took this low here, rallied off of it, again back into that 15-minute imbalance. We just can't get through it. So I don't know. I think it's best to not trade today. And I think I mentioned this in the Discord too. You got to realize, chat, remember Friday's open to Tuesdays, or excuse me, Friday's close to Tuesday's open. What does that tell you right there? That right there tells you we had no Monday. We had no Monday. Bank holiday yesterday. So if a bank holiday was on Monday and today is Tuesday, what does that mean? It just means the markets are printing, right? But it's the day after a bank holiday. So it may not be the greatest day to trade. I'm not going to say there wasn't opportunities. I mean, obviously, if you were looking for shorts this morning, you probably killed it. Or if you were, let's say, I think I posted this in a Discord as well. It might have been on ES though. Yeah, if you were looking, say, for a inversion, like my inversion model, right? That offered a setup. The inversion model usually offers a setup in conditions that people think are shitty. Every time, like 100, like no shit, 100% of the time, people are like, oh, these conditions suck. There's always, I always go in here and look to see if there was an inversion at a 1 to 2, and every fucking time it hits. Every time. Every single time. Let me take all this shit off real quick just so we can see that. There's your 1 to 2 based on the lower low. Entry based on either one of those. Again, the inversion traded through here. So that next candle could have been it, or a little bit later that could have been it. New 15-minute candle open, by the way. I haven't put that indicator on my chart yet, so. Something has gone wrong with one or more of your indicators. Please expand the indicator list for more details. What the fuck are you talking about? I've never seen that before. How you gonna tell me oops? What the fuck is that? Oops. I swear, bro, TradingView. I can't fucking stand TradingView sometimes. But anyway, the point is, there's your 1 to 2. Every time. Every single time. So, of course, there was opportunities for scalps. But, oh, look at that shit. We just talked about those lows here too. And I tell you what, if I had long, I probably would get stopped out here. That's why I don't long when there's equal lows. But overall on the day though, I still feel pretty bullish. So this is what I'm going to try and look for now. Okay. ES 61.27 and a half. Those are morning lows. Those are too clean. If ES comes down and takes that, makes a new low of day, and NQ doesn't, if NQ is like, nah, I ain't doing it, and just takes these lows here, that to me is going to signify some strength. That to me would also signify manipulation for ES. Then I would expect higher pricing after that. Even though we may not get to 157, you have a short-term high here, and then just above that, you have this imbalance. You have a gap. Up here too. So I could see something like that. Meaning, come down here, absorb all the orders that, like, if people are trying to long right now, like, oh, 786 retracement, the golden fucking whatever bullshit reel you see on Instagram. Get them the fuck out of here. And then boom, run it up above these highs into that imbalance. That's what I would look for. If it was up to me. But again, this, I would want the lows to get taken, but I would want NQs to stay open. Don't take the low and then run it. I could see that. That's what I would want. Again, if it was me. I don't control the markets, but if I did, that's probably what I would do. There were 2 inversions on ES that I saw both went for at least 1 to 2. I took one but failed to partial or close at the 1 to 2. Well, Pop, I don't know what to tell you. If you don't follow the rules, you will suffer the consequences. And that's that. And that is that. All right, so I guess we'll wait. Well, let's let some candles print and see what we can do. Mason said law 47. Is that my law 47 or Robert Greene's law 47? Speaking of laws, I got to work on that video this week. I feel pretty good too. I lost a little bit of weight recently. Like between 5 to 6 pounds. So I feel pretty good. Feel pretty good about it, chat. Ooh, you know what else too? Metals are up today. I like that. All right, Mason, that still doesn't answer my question, but alrighty then. So if we look at gold, all-time highs almost, right? If you've been trying to short gold, yikes, good luck to you. Silver, not the same. Silver's not even close to all-time highs, but it is moving in, I don't want to say unison, but it's moving along with gold, generally speaking. And in case you don't know what these are just specific days, right, between the month of December. So it's the last month of the year. And then January and February are typically the two most bullish months of the year for metals, right? Seasonally speaking. So January 2nd is right there. See that? Boom. So January to February, was it bullish? Yep. February, it's only the 18th. But have we been bullish? Yes, we have been. So I am considering getting rid of my silver, to be honest with you. I think I might do it. The Valentine V pattern played out from the seasonality video for metals. Oh yeah, of course. Of course, bro. Every time. No, or maybe not every time. Some years it doesn't do it, but most years we get that big V. The old Valentine's Day rally. That's, to me, fundamentally, that's why it works that way. To me, that's why it works that way. So that's cool. Let's go take a brief look again. One to three, such a sweet spot. It's not what the model calls for. Again, you break the rules, you suffer the consequences. Are you more cautious when NQ, ES, and YM don't follow their usual strength order? No, Felix. No. If I had to, what I trust the most is NQ strength over the other two. If we were looking for shorts, I would trust Dow more for shorts. Just because, you know, the tech sector typically outperforms when we talk about upside. But that's not to say that Dow can't lead on the upside. We've seen that. It may not be all that often, but it happens. To me, in a perfect world, it shouldn't matter which one is the strongest or the weakest. Whichever one is the strongest, that's the one ideally that traders should be trading if we're going long. Or if it's the weakest one going short, that's ideally the one to short. Oh, nice. I mean, the seasonality video was the first video I watched from your YouTube channel. That's pretty cool. Matter of fact, that's a great question. For everybody else, do you guys even remember what the first video you watched of mine was? Do you guys remember? Even if it was from previous endeavors, doesn't matter. Let me know what y'all think. You know, Channel 96, may it rest in peace. That had a lot of content on it. Maybe the YouTube was first. I don't know. Why were you surprised, Pop? Why were you surprised? Call with Chris Solzer. All right. Power Hour was Zach and Jordan. Nice. The one on how you compare the markets like a river. That was like the order flow one, I think. Institutional order flow. There we go. I remember that shit. The old razzle dazzle. The first live stream test video. Oh, what the fuck? I don't know about that. Probably not the greatest. Was from I Am on the Bounce Back channel. I think I first came across you on the Bounce Back Bootcamp and Power Hour. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people discovered me through the bootcamp. Call with Zach. I Am Germany 3 years ago. Power Hour. Yeah, a lot of y'all are from Power Hour. Cool. Oh, the After Hours Club. Not too many people remember the After Hours Club. That was only, I want to say 12 weeks or less. That was a very short series back then. Capitalist is an OG. Shit. MJ found me on Facebook. I've posted a few videos to Facebook over the years in the Trade House Facebook page. I used to post a lot to Facebook back in the day. But Facebook now is just nothing but a bunch of old geezers. A bunch of old folks sharing misinformation about politics. That's all Facebook is now. Can't do it. First video was about the mitigation model. Oh yeah, you got lucky on that one. Power Hour. Oh, look at that. First time I watched your video was during Power Hour back in March of 2022. You pointed out a target on indices and it went exactly the way you said it was. I was blown away. Look at that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Bruce, I am not sure what we're talking about here. First video I saw was the AUD and NZD divergence lesson on Power Hour. Very nice. I mean, found my YouTube channel through Flacco. Oh, nice. Yeah, no, I appreciate when you guys share the videos or the channel in general, or even the live streams. I mean, that's fine. You know, fuck. We've been here for 2 years, and I still have not been able to get more than 100 viewers on the stream. So, yeesh. You know what I mean? Yeesh. 2019 on MLM. Yeah. That's where most people would know me from, is from the MLM industry, even though I had a YouTube since like 10 years ago. But all those old videos are on they either set on private or I deleted them. But dude, I could show y'all some old ass videos from like 2016, 2017. I was fucking ass. Like, I didn't have a good microphone. I didn't speak very well. Like, it was not shit. I thought they were fire. You know what I mean? I thought they were fire at the time. I was like, I'm about to go viral, bitch. It did not happen. It did not happen. Imagine someone discovers you from Reddit. Reddit is probably one of the worst social media platforms ever to have existed, honestly. Reddit is just a cesspool. It's just dog shit. You know, Reddit is like the Dow Jones of social media platforms. I went on there to teach people how to trade, and everybody said fuck off. So I'm just like, all right, yo, see you later. People started asking me for my YouTube channel. You couldn't even send out, you know, you couldn't do self promotion and stuff. I'm just like, yo, this is fucking whack, bro. This is absolutely whack. Thank you, Amin. Appreciate that. You're like, who is this guy? It was confusing. Well, what I teach can be pretty confusing. I can agree. I didn't get most of this I didn't get. I don't think I got any of this instantaneously. I had to sit there and go, what? What's going on? And then I had to watch it, trust it over and over again. And then, you know, you got to spend time with it. It's just like a new car. Shit. I couldn't even tell you how to do certain things. I got seat warmers. I don't even know how to turn them on. You know? Yeah. Couldn't even tell you to turn on the seat warmers. Hell, it took me about 9 minutes just to figure out how to open the glove box. Because there was no handle. I'm like, where the fuck is the handle? It's a button. I'm like, oh shit. So yeah, it takes time to get used to things. And trading is absolutely the same way. And it doesn't look like NQ is gonna keep that low. That looks like it's gonna get yoinked and then probably toss my idea out the window. And it's okay. Sometimes a lack of buying or selling does not necessarily mean the markets are selling off / taking off. Can you elaborate again? I can, but like this to me, that seems like a lack of buying. Like even though price is going higher, it doesn't look like it's actually buying. It just looks like it's rebalancing price. It's drifting higher to then rip lower. So to me, it's not smart money buying. So it's just an idea, but I don't use that very much. Well, Cameron, I'm glad you like Reddit. Hopefully you read more books than you read that stupid ass shit on Reddit, but do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. I just think Reddit just doesn't have the best people. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? They just got some weird ass pedos and furries and just it's ghost accounts, fake accounts, bot accounts. It's just filthy, bro. I'm trying to tell you. It's just filth. It's not good. It's just not good. You know what? In hindsight, this looks like a market maker model. Manipulation. Manipulation. First leg distribution. Retracement. Second leg distribution. Original consolidation. That's a big ass consolidation though. In relevance to the range, but nonetheless, that's what it looks like. Consolidation. Accumulation. Manipulation. First leg. Second leg. But again, I would rather trade long than short. Reddit's down 5% today. Well, I don't know what to say to that. I don't know. High, low, higher, high. We don't trade through it. We do trade through it here. This becomes a mitigation. You see a gap right there too. Right there. As part of the second leg lower. That old level of accumulation becoming distribution. Potentially. Shit, Toby, I wish I was a market maker. You know what kind of signal service you could run? Just text the group chat. Like, all right, y'all better get in long. You know what I mean? That shit would be funny. If I was a market maker, I probably would not trade futures. I probably would trade options. Jerome Powell signal service. Yeah. So what do y'all think? You think we're gonna smack those lows? We're not moving very quickly. Trump's supposed to speak, but it just says tentative. So I don't know what to do with that. I don't know what to do with that. Why options? Volatility premium, basically. Like getting in before like big stock movements and stuff. It's just a lot less risk, a lot more reward. If you've ever, so I just finished the show Billions. I stopped watching it for a few years because like season 3 or season 4, it was all about Taylor. So the show just became fucking gay. Right? No offense to anybody. It's just that ain't my type of show. Okay. But they came out with a few more seasons. So I ended up watching the last 3 or 4 seasons within the last like month or two. And if you've ever watched Billions, you would know, like, even though obviously it's just a show, it's fictitious or fictitious, whatever. They got a few things right. And the firm, right, that fund or the different funds, they don't just buy and sell stock. They ran a lot of option plays too. Yeah, Toby, I wouldn't look at it that way. I would try not to. But yeah, there's a ton of money in options. All right, well, have a good one. What other questions you guys got? Because I don't have anything else for you. What else y'all got? We've been trying to get this 2-point run for like fucking forever. On your old YouTube videos, you used to talk about options a lot more. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. If you think a stock is going up, you could buy calls. If you think it's going lower, you could buy puts. Where a lot of traders get confused or get what they don't understand is like the Greeks and stuff, the time decay, the delta, and the other two. And so you could buy a call option and the stock could go up, but you could still lose money. Just again, based on time decay and other factors. So like, I mean, even myself, I mean, there were certain stocks that I shorted at all-time highs and they would gap down and I still lost money. And I was like, how? And it was because I didn't understand what the Greeks were doing. So sometimes that shit can get a little tricky. But just like the videos talked about, I try to keep it simple. I'm going to target, my strike price is going to be equal highs or equal lows. You know, because I trust that as a target. NQ hasn't come down here either. Like, say for example, if I was trading, let's say SPY, which I'm not, but let's say I was shorting today. If I was shorting, and we have a set of equal lows at like 609.35, I would try to pick a strike price as close to that as possible, or a little bit higher. That way, when it goes in the money and it runs the liquidity and increases volatility, now that option contract is in the money and I get hopefully a volatility premium. So it's like, it's just an exponential gain in that regard. But that's it. That's why I told you about McDonald's the other day. Let's go back to that. I should have told you beforehand, but I really wasn't paying attention. I really wasn't paying attention like that. Something like this. So like back in February or somewhere in here, you know, I would have picked probably like an April or a May time expiry. And whatever that high is, 303.81, I probably would have picked just 300 as a strike price. And then February 10th, when it gapped up like that and traded higher at 308, I mean, options killed it on that day. But I forgot to mention anything. I don't, always keep up with every single stock every single fucking day. Okay? I just can't do that. Oh, Intel, dude. Hold on. Intel with another 10% day. That's pretty dirty. I like that. Well, that's going to be our next stop is up here. 26. Yeah, they've been on a nice run, dude. 34% in like 2 weeks. I think I told you guys about Intel last year when I was running these lows at 20 and below. We just came back again and I was like, oh shit, this is going to take forever. It didn't take forever. It only took a few days. But that's always nice. I'm not in options on Intel, but there is that. But anyway, that's all I'm doing when it comes to options on anything. Like if I'm looking at Meta, I wouldn't trade this shit. It's at all-time highs. There's no equal highs to target for upside. So I just, plus that the stock is expensive, so all the options are going to be expensive too. Tempest, I already gave you that. I put out that YouTube video over that weekend in January. I know Cameron's probably happy if he's still in it. It had rallied over 100% from the day after that the market opened. So options like that, like 80, strike price at 80, something like that. How do I decide when to close it? Somehow I close my trades too early because I feel like the setup isn't working and then they end up going in the right direction. Well, first of all, let's go back and see kind of where we're at here. If I'm in a trade, I'm expecting, like, let's say if I'm long, then I expect down candles to support price. I expect previous bearish concepts to become bullish. If they don't, then I'll probably get stopped out in profit. Now, if I'm not too sure, but it's getting close to my target, then you just have to say, all right, I'll keep my stop where it's at. I'll let the trade breathe and we'll see if it runs to TP or not. And then sometimes, sure, it'll come back down, stop you out in profit or stop you out break even. And then that's it. I usually try not to, I try not to overmanage the trade. Try not to choke it. But yeah, something like that. Or if I'm in a long and there's only like 30 minutes left in the day and we aren't even close to my target, I'll probably just close it manually, take whatever I can get, and then walk away. Trades don't always hit TP. But I talk about trade management in the Market Maker Models Masterclass video, which you should check out. No, Intel was a, let me go back to that. That was a stock I knew I was not going to time Intel very well. Like I knew that wasn't going to happen. But the reason I wanted to get into it, I think it was, hold on. I don't know why that's there. You had some lows from like 2011, 2012 that got taken last year. Right here. So Intel was on a massive tear. I mean, they're done. You know, Nvidia took over as like the chip maker for AI. Nvidia has been killing it, and Intel just kind of rests in peace, you know. But they hit such a large pool of liquidity, in my opinion. They were at such a steep discount, in my opinion. Plus, I don't think they're out entirely of the AI game. You know, I still think they do something. I mean, hell, I think they make laptops and shit too still. So to me, it was just a low risk buy worth holding for a long period of time as a way of getting into the AI space, if that makes sense. Like investing into AI. It's not an AI program or anything, but Intel, I think, and Nvidia make chips that AI needs to use to run, to facilitate. Does that make sense? So it's kind of like investing into batteries for products. You may not buy the products outright, but you want to invest in the batteries because the products won't work without the batteries. AI doesn't work without the chips to compute, to do all that computing. Does it make sense? So getting into the AI space via computer chips. But that's why. Large time frame pool, massive discount pricing, and then just a general consolidation. But you see how we hardly dip below 20. We stay right around 20. It's being held in consolidation. To me, that's smart money buying. So now we should be in the markup phase. Meaning, if they're in, now we should trade higher. It's the same thing with CVS. Let me look at that real quick, and then we'll hop back over to S&P because we've been in a macro for a little bit. Do I not have CVS on here? Right? Look at this. Beautiful, right? CVS Health Corporation. They're fucking everywhere, dude. CVS is, Walgreens, stuff like that. If you live in the US, you've probably seen a CVS and a Walgreens before. So CVS had some lows from 2019 and 2020 at like 50, right around 50, 52, something like that. Ran to 100. Okay, cool. But then look what happened in the last few weeks, or months rather, sorry. Especially at the end of last year, back in December. They took an absolute mega dump down to the 40s. 50, 40. But then look, it stops and then stands still. It's just sideways. Because look, it's short-term low, and then it wrecks all of that. So it scares everybody out of wanting to buy. And I was like, you know what? That might be a buying opportunity. I didn't buy it. I fucking wish I did. I just, I was like, CVS, they're probably going out of business, just like Walgreens. So I didn't trust it. But sure enough, it's up 50% in the last month or 2 months, month and a half. So that's just from the stock. That's not from any options plays. So that's just the power, again, of higher time frame concepts. See that down kind of right there too? Look at that. Look how beautiful that was. January 8th. Imagine buying stock on that fucking day. So that's CBS for you. But yeah, that's all it is. It's based on higher time frame concepts, just like JP Morgan was. Actually, we'll close it out with that. I gave you JP Morgan at 133. I gave you JP Morgan at 133. Look at that. Look at that. Back in April of 2023. Fuck, it's been a long time. 134, even 136. Brother. Fucking look at that. That's one of the biggest movements in the history of JP Morgan. And I gave it to the public for free on a silver fucking platter. It's 280. It's at 279. Even at 135, that's over 100%. That's more than doubled. On top of all those little dividends in here too. So double the stock and hit the dividends. You're fucking big blessed. Big blessed. So yeah, I don't even know if I'm going to get rid of what I have remaining. Might just hold it indefinitely. May have caught the tiger by its tail. So anyway, let's check this shit one more time. Let's check it one more time. Ooh, we haven't done nothing. We didn't do it yet. Yeah, I'm probably going to read. I got a couple things I got to do later today too. What I'm going to do is finish up this one. How Successful People Grow by John Maxwell. I'm on like the last chapter or the last two. And then I'm also going to try and finish The Inner Citadel by Pierre Hadot. Yeah, IBM. I'm not too sure what IBM is doing specifically, but I know they're pretty deep into AI. Somehow. I mean, I don't know if they're making chips or doing research or whatever. I honestly don't know. But actually, we'll look at their stock too before we dip. I think they've been on a tear the last couple of years. Yeah, they've been doing really, really well the last few years. I'm telling you, man, AI, bro. Investing into AI. Look what it did to their stock, bro. Their stock was pretty shit for like a decade. For like a decade. That's 10 years right there. But they're up the last 3 or 4 years. Again, on top of all the dividends too. But investing like that, bro, who does that? Like who does, you know, oh, I'm going to hold this for 3 or 4 years. I don't know. But it takes a very different level of patience to do that. Laws of Human Nature was really good, but I will tell you, Mason, the chapter on like the gender roles, I skipped it. I was like, this chapter is fucking stupid. But every other chapter I finished. I don't know, man. So it's just when people touch on either the gender stuff or the gay shit. I'm just like, nah, I'm not reading this. I try to get through it, and they just end up being stupid. I'm like, okay, I read like a third of that chapter, and I'm like, yep, on to the next. So everything else though that's like not related to weird shit is pretty good. It's pretty good. But anyway, Torty, the things that I teach you guys, it works everywhere. It works everywhere. You don't have to, do what I do. I mean, I love indices, small time frame, sniper entries, trying to catch a daily range. I like that. I like that stuff. Now, if you have extra money that you want to set aside, knowing like, okay, I'm going to put this to the side, I'm going to, wait 3, 4, 5 years, then yeah, you could throw them into some stocks, not worry about it. Well, certain stocks, at least, not just any random stock, but you get what I'm saying. JP Morgan is the biggest bank. They're also part of the Dow Jones. They outperformed all the other banks. It was, the highest probability trade. And here we are over 100% later. It's not hard. History repeats. It was a safe, well, not safe, but it was as close to as safe of an investment that I could get. Boom, there's your fucking lows. Inside the macro, it's 1:07 p.m. Y'all be good, be blessed. I will see you guys tomorrow on Wednesday the 19th. All right? Right here, same time, same place. See you tomorrow.
Stones in the LDs at the bottom. GA certified before I was GIA certified. Mr. M and Cash anytime you see me, On feet records, play a duck to catch a duck, Tricking niggas with tricking niggas, Supercar driving, brush screen flying, designer wearing golden child, Wham. Weezy out of here. Let's go. Hopping off a plane to a Mac. 100-time platinum, fuck a plaque. Bulletproof, the tires run flat. Cut throat, I give him one chance. Slaughter out and gave him one band. 25 cars, one man. Driveway like a mini dealership. He went sour, cut the business with him. Crack smoker, I was living with. Weird hoes, I ain't dealing with them. Overseas, they love a real nigga. She don't like it, but she deal with it. Robbie's back to back, that's tough. Heroes round the corner, that's us. Putting on stuff, bitch, drinks. Flip phone, black Nike tick. We done it all with Knicks. Boss man name on the check. These first ones come through trim. Dipset, Jim Jones, ball. Life of a fucking hustler, holler. She know not to text me, I'ma call her. Bro in prison, living through a pain. Feel well, I don't see a scratch. She ain't mine if she don't got me tatted. OCD me everything and tan up. Bitches tryna play me like I'm wet. Real P, I bet I go for that. Riding through the tray in all black. Pulling up on Pluto in the six. Hood full of dope slanging tricks. I come from that foe, I'm a real.
Yeah, nigga, King Spider back. I don't even believe I was locked up for real, for real. I was having my way the whole time, fool. You know what I'm saying? 2 lamb coops, 4 lamb trucks. Pulling up what the fuck. Neck, wrist, finger, slush. Order 100 G's, that's us. New rose color in that truck. Dog on the side like a bus. Shawty mad, ain't going back and forth. Never heard a rich nigga fuss. Heard these niggas going outside. Private truck came with a bag. Only fucking overseas shit. These US bitches kinda bad. College bitch, I made her leave a frat. Fuck my brother, gave the bitch a pass. Trapping in the studio, I'm glad. Break a bell to drink and get the trash. I was taught to pay a bitch to leave. I go Chanel for the fleas. 4 I'm at a time like a sheep. I been on a boat screaming skis. St. Laurent, they bring it to the beach. She was watching key in Middle East. She snotted off the key. Got her screaming RP the key. Our niggas can't stand us. Doggy, put your mans up. Walked her down in land guns. Pocket full of grandparents. Old school to Trans Am 1. Colored in the Imbalance 1. You good, your mans can't come. I don't give a fuck about nothing.
Yeah. Hey, say gang, hope it don't thick like syrup. Elevator pad at the crib, shopping bags all on the floor. Never seen me twice with a hoe. Backyard vibes by the ocean. Driveway look like a car show. 350 million on the go. Custom leather Gucci on the dough. 50 birds a dog on my wrist. Cocaine jumping off my bitch. 32 shots with the glitch. Talking Vicks, then we talking Chris. Micro mini with a beam. Print the side holes and saline. Kicking out the millions like a beam. Push a button and make your mama grieve. Eat it up, she working for a boss. Out the country living like a boss. Princess cut ain't showing not a flaw. Graduated cooking up the raw. Pushing skateboard, Tony Hawk. Cranking up the car when I talk. Alligator heard me and stuff. Drop $8 on the truck. Codeine bottles they for us. Put them legal sticks on the bus. Off tour straight to the pit. 3 bad bitches getting hit. Solitaires made the eyes squint. Smell the dirty money through the vents. House full of dead presidents. Wham. Spider. Hey, say gang.
Man, you know, the best thing in the world is to have a woman by your side, man. You know what I'm saying? 2 bosses is better than one. You know what I'm saying? A down ass woman. Yeah.
Self-made millionaire, goons with me, train to go. I came from the projects, all we ever had was hope. Grind up, wait your turn, take a loss, lesson learned. Don't be fucking all these hoes raw, it'll get you burned. Bitches turning into niggas turning into hoes. Hustle for $1 till I run into a pot of gold. Boss nigga, she think I'm a player cause I fit the mold. Yeah, boss nigga, fit the mold. Even though I get that cake, this shit wasn't a piece of cake. If you out here chasing paper, then I know you can relate. I feel like a waiter, how I bring it to the table. I might run for mayor, my city need a savior. I wanna see you eat, I'm not in no competition. Treat this game just like it's chess, I put niggas in position.